AI was not used in the creation of this podcast. This is the Social Geek Radio Network. It's the Franchise News Podcast for Wednesday, April 29th, 2026. I'm Jack Munson, and I read the news so you don't have to. Today's news is brought to you by CareerPlug and the franchise marketing agency, Thunderly. Are your FranDev marketing agencies, content creators, and PR teams really working together? Learn how Thunderly's amplified integrated marketing can drive franchise development growth at thunderlymarketing.com. The U.S. Department of Labor announced a proposed rule to address joint employer status under the Fair Labor Standards Act, and the IFA praised the agency's actions under new Acting Labor Secretary Keith Sonderling and Wage and Hour Administrator Andy Rogers to protect the franchise model. The proposed rule establishes 4 factors that would be considered in determining whether a franchisor is a joint employer with its franchisee, including whether the franchisor 1. Hires or fires the franchisee's employee, 2. Supervises or controls the franchisee's work schedule, 3. Determines the franchisee's employee's rate and method of payment, and 4. Maintains the employee's records. IFA's Sarah Davies and the IFA Law Center will submit comments in response to the proposed rule by the June 22nd deadline. IFA President and CEO Matt Haller said of the Labor Department's rulemaking, the Trump administration's joint employer rule provides a clear and common-sense approach for America's 832,000 franchised businesses to operate and grow. He added this win will strengthen the franchise model as a cornerstone of the American economy. Stratus Building Solutions, the commercial cleaning franchise, has completed a rebranding, introducing a new name, Stratus Clean. Doug Flagg, CEO of Stratus Clean, said, "We've experienced tremendous hockey stick growth over the past several years, and it became clear that our brand needed to better reflect who we are today and where we're going." The Visiting Angels Foundation announced the largest charitable contribution in the foundation's history by donating $100,000 to Meals on Wheels America. This marks the launch of a new partnership rooted in a shared commitment to helping seniors live independently and with dignity. Dan Drennan, president of the Visiting Angels Foundation, said, "We are thrilled to be able to give back to the community and lend a hand to a segment of the population that we care deeply about." Milestones this week include Old Chicago Pizza and Tap Room celebrating its 50th anniversary with new menu items and community initiatives. Jeremy Underhill, Senior Director of Operations, said, "For 50 years, Old Chicago has been a place where people can come together over pizza and a great beer. It's about continuing to evolve that experience while staying true to the traditions that have made Old Chicago a staple for generations." And Nothing Bundt Cakes reaches a major milestone as it opens its 800th bakery in East Bakersfield, California. CEO Dolph Burrell said, "This achievement reflects the work and passion of our bakery owners and teams, along with the fans who make us part of their everyday celebrations. At this stage of growth, what matters most is staying disciplined about what we do best." The Franchise News is brought to you by CareerPlug, the franchise hiring experts. We all know hiring is hard. CareerPlug makes it easier with purpose-built software for franchise hiring that is systematic, not stressful. CareerPlug is offering listeners of this podcast free access to the Franchise People Playbook. It's founder Clint Smith's new book, where he shares more than a decade's worth of proven strategies for building winning teams and powering franchise growth. Grab your free copy at careerplug.com/franchisors. That's careerplug.com/franchisors. In People News, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers welcomes Rafiq Farouk as VP of Business Development and Jackie Lobdell as VP of Franchise Sales. Brandy Folk joins Huntington Learning Center as Director of Digital Marketing. Jenny's Splendid Ice Cream welcomes David Stever as CEO. Linex has appointed Matt Labuda as president. Kevin Armentrout has been promoted to CEO at Bagels & Company. And Port of Subs names Mandy Miller as regional developer. Congratulations to all. Let's get loud. Coming up on the franchise calendar, the National Restaurant Association having its annual show in Chicago once again, May 16th through the 19th. The International Franchise Expo from MFV Expositions is in New York City once again, May 29th and 30th. And if you're joining us at IFE and would like to join me for a podcast in the podcast zone, drop me a DM. I'd love to hear your story. And the Franchise Growth and Marketing Conference, this is the new one from Franchise Update Media and the IFA, is June 2nd through the 4th in Atlanta. We'll see you on the road. And that's the way it is in the franchise community. Thank you for listening and staying connected on the Social Geek Radio Network.